Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do a little bit of a vlog style video. I'm going to be market prepping. So the other day, I did finish my last pattern test up for Holly's creation over on Instagram, and this is her. This is her mushroom lady doll. Isn't she so pretty? She's so gorgeous. Holly created such a beautiful shape to the body, but the skirt kind of covers it, so you can't really see. She's got a curve up top, a very tiny waist, and then a very curvy bottom. So I just think she came out so beautiful. I did kind of like a strawberry theme. I did add some polka dots to her hat. I did some needle felting for the eye detail, and I gave her some kawaii style anime eyes. And I just think that she came out so pretty. So that's it for my last big pattern test. So I'm only down to one pattern test, and that's going to be for Smolivco. I know. I really do adore Liv's pattern. She came out with this really cool pack of 12 patterns that's intended for market prepping. And so what she did was she came out with 12 of the Studio Ghibli characters, and she put them in packs of 2, kind of clustering them together. I got chosen to test the pattern pack that's going to be called Namaste in Bed. And it is Totoro and Calcifer. And so I'm super excited for that. As a Taurus myself, I do appreciate a stay in bed theme. I will absolutely stay in bed. I have trouble getting out of my bed in the morning. I actually don't have trouble waking up. I wake up quite early, but getting out of the bed is difficult. Ollie's here. Say good morning.
Good morning.
And Asher's here too. He's behind the camera. Do you want to come say good morning, Asher?
Good morning, Asher. Good morning.
Asher's right over here. So this is my 6-year-old Asher. He doesn't make it on camera most of the time because he's much better at following directions than his baby brother counterpart, Oliver. Yes. So I'm gonna get started pattern testing. Tonight I'm working on Totoro, and I actually decided to do it assembly line style because we are in market prep mode. I'm signed up for a market later this month, and so I am making 6 of her Totoros right now. I was doing a little bit of a timer to figure out how long it takes, and yeah, so I'm almost done. So I got the 6 bodies there. I've got a couple of ears done, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish. Good morning. So this is day 2 of market prepping. I fell asleep last night, but I did make some progress on my tutorials. I got my first one done. I have 6 total. I have 3 fuzzies, 3 velvet. All the bodies are done. All the ears are all the tails. Not all the tummies. I have 1 complete, all the way done, except I just realized that I didn't add in the belly striping. Okay, so here's what we're working with. So you can see there's my bodies. I've already gotten the eyes cut out. I've gotten some of the eyes on. So I wanted to make sure the eyes were placed correctly. So the only ones that have the eyes on are the ones that already have their ears. This is my pile of ears. That's my pile of tails. That's an unnecessary mess from yesterday's work on Holly's pattern for that pretty little lady over there. So right now I'm going to pick out my thread. And so this is a box I have of thread weight. It's so pretty. I have like every color. This isn't even the only box. I have 2 boxes. My husband bought this for me one Christmas. I think 2 or 3 Christmases ago, and it came with 80 little bobbins, and they're all, each and every single one is a different color. So there's this one, and there's that one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Let's see if I can find, there it is, the end with one hand. Yeah, so I like that. So let me go ahead and stitch that on, and I will come back on and show you. Okay, so I've started stitching it a little bit, and I like to use this for like facial details, but I'm not liking the way it's looking, so I think I'm going to switch over to fingering weight yarn. Okay, I lied. So since I had already cut such a long strip, I went ahead and just doubled it up and tried again. So that's Totoro. And that's my little guy. Isn't it so cute? I love it so much. I did it in weight 4 velvet. Wait, I guess technically weight 5 because this is Bernat velvet. It's not baby velvet. So I did it with Bernat baby velvet and a 3.75 millimeter hook, and look how cute he is. So I liked, so I liked the way that cotton was contrasting on his tummy. I just didn't like how thin it was. So I went ahead and doubled it up. I do have some fingering weight cotton that I think I'll use for the rest of them if it's in the right tone. I know I have a gray. I'm not sure what color gray it is, but I think that looks so nice. And then I used fingering weight black for his nose. I cut some little felt circles for his eyes, and I just freehanded a little teeny tiny leaf. And I think he looks so cute. Isn't that so cute? I can't wait to see the rest of them done.
Okay, I'll tell you about other
Hey, Ollie, can you go stack those robots up for Mama? Asher knocked them down. The head, and it came out pretty cute. I will say it took me 33 minutes and 8 seconds, but to be fair to the pattern, the yarn that I'm working with today, this one is not the easiest to work with. It is a weight 4 velvet, but it's not as silky as, say, a Bernat is. So for the first round, since I am trying to get 8 single crochet into such a small space, it wasn't that easy. It took me kind of a bit of time on the first stitch. It took me a little bit of work to get in, and then on the last 2 stitches. So that slowed me down a bit, and then the very next round when I go to do the increases, that took a little bit of time too. After that point, it's pretty easy to work with. I do have a silkier, it's not Bernat, I think it's a brand that I got off of Amazon, of the velvet, and it's nice and it is silkier. I chose this one because it feels more durable, and it is, because it is difficult to frog, and there is a whole row that I had to frog because I went too long in the body. I got distracted. I was talking to my son, and I got distracted. And so I put an extra row in. So I had to frog that row out, and it was actually pretty hard. It was pretty difficult to frog it out, but I didn't lose any like fluff, even though it was hard. So look at this. So I'm gonna do it with my nail. And see, just like a bit of fluff comes off. That's pretty crazy. So for a velvet yarn, that's pretty decent. And so this is like very, it's sort of like, it's soft. It really is soft. It's just not silky. So it's soft, it's not silky. Because this yarn isn't so silky soft and it's not so delicate, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more durable for a keychain. And since it's still the look of plush, I still like the look of it better than if I were to do this like in a cotton, because it's still giving like plushy vibes. And I'm planning on this being, my next market's gonna have a lot of children. And so adults may prefer the look of cotton, the look and feel of cotton, because it's gonna last and it's gonna show details better. But for kids, it's all about the squish. And this is like, you know, squishy and fun. So for this red part, the fire, right? So this whole guy, he's fire. If you don't know who Calcifer is, he's from Howl's Moving Castle. It's a Studio Ghibli film. And so this guy is Calcifer, and he's a little bit of fire. And so this top part, the red, I actually decided to do it in this, like, I don't know. It's called Dream Chenille. and you get it at Dollar Tree, and it's by Premier Yarns. I don't think they have it on their website. And so basically it's one-sided. So if you see, there's the rope here, and then on the bottom it's like kind of furry, kind of fuzzy, but it's not on the top, it's just the rope. So I used this because I thought it would give like a cool effect to the fire. And I think it has. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get to work on the facial details for the pattern. I'm going to cut them out in felt. So I'm using white felt, orange and red for the mouth. And then I'm not going to cut black felt. I'm going to just be going in with my marker. Okay, so I finished the felt phase, and like I said, I'm not going to do the black right now because I'm just going to go in with my marker, and you'll see that at the end. So that took me 35 minutes and 30 seconds to do all of that. Like I said, I'm not going to put the black dots because I'm going to just be going in with my marker once it's glued down, and I'm going to be doing the circles. I'm not going to be needle felting this in because the details are so small that it would be hard for me to gauge how much extra to leave, because you do need to leave a little bit extra when you're needle felting details in. So it took me 35 minutes and 30 seconds to get to this point. So it'll just take me maybe one more minute to glue them down and maybe another minute to do the details. So all in all, I would say I'm probably going to end up around the 37-minute mark, but I will add the timer again when I go to do those details. And I will say that this is the first one I've done, so the first one is always going to take the longest. And I will say when you get to about 3 or 4, that's when you're going to really see what your true speed is, because you're warmed up. You understand the pattern better, you know what's going to come next, so you're kind of anticipating on, you know, oh, a color change is coming, oh, I need to switch over to a different color, and so you kind of get a feel for it. Okay, so I went live for a little bit and I cut those little felt faces out, and then I showed this guy all done. Get a better color view of him. So I don't know if any of you were there, but if you were there, thank you for coming. And so now the little update is I have 1, 2, 3 little bodies done. And then I went ahead and I did the the little fire, like peaks of fire. I did 3 big ones and 3 small ones to go with the bodies. And the reason I did 3 bodies is because I had enough for 3 faces. So I just wanted to make it even. So when I'm done, it'll give me a total of 4 of him. Isn't that amazing? And so I meant to time the spikes like as a pair, just like 1 and 2, just to get an idea of how long that took me individually, because this yarn is a little harder to work with because the stitches are harder to find. And I forgot to turn off the timer. So it took me 39 minutes to make all 6 of those, but that 39 minutes was including a diaper change, including getting my son some water, and including like my own bathroom break. So I mean, less than 39 minutes, I'm sure less than 30, probably well less than 30. All right, guys, I'll check in when I got all of those done, but that's going to be a minute because I have to head over to Michael's. I had some rewards that are going to expire soon, and I don't want those to expire. So. Okay, guys, so I'm back from Michael's. I had to go pick up a yarn order. I had some Michael's rewards. I had $15 of Michael's rewards that were going to expire in the next week. So I went ahead and used them. Curious Papai had a sale on her like giant jumbo bunny pattern, and it was like $1. So I bought it, and I was like, well, now I need to go get the yarn for it. So I went ahead and I ordered some. Well, I checked, and my Michael's, well, technically my Michael's didn't have it, but a Michael's that's only like 16 minutes away from me did have it. So I went ahead and ordered So I thought we'd do a little haul. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Sweet Snuggles in white. I don't know, what is it called? I think it's just white, right? Yeah, it's just white. So this is a jumbo weight 7 yarn if you don't know. And so Curious Papaya writes these patterns. I mean, she writes a lot of different patterns, but the one that I bought specifically was for a jumbo bunny that's made with this weight 7 yarn. So it comes out pretty big. And so I'm gonna make that because my next market is, it's in about 2 weeks, I guess, but it's gonna be before Easter. So I thought that would be kind of cool to have on my table, even if, you know, even if it doesn't sell, it's still gonna be super cool. And then I had this already in my cart, like from, I don't know, weeks ago. And I just thought it looked so pretty. It's bird blue. I've never had this color before. This is Sweet Snuggles Light, so it's a little bit thinner. But I'm excited for that. And then I just got some green polymer clay for a project I'm gonna try. So I will keep you updated on that. And then since I was gonna show you my Michael's order, I thought I would just go ahead and show you what I got from Joann's yesterday. I went to Joann's looking for Baby Bear, but my store didn't get the shipment yet, and I don't know if they will get it because when I looked online, every single color in the solid color was already sold out. So if we haven't gotten it yet, and I already know someone else who lives in Texas, their store got it, then I don't think we are gonna get it. So that's weird. But I went looking for Baby Bear, they didn't have it. I saw this color and I was like pretty shocked that I don't already have it. It's Bernat Baby Velvet in Emerald. Yeah, in Emerald. Crazy. It's such a pretty color and like somehow I don't have it already in my collection. So I went ahead and got that, and then I got this Bernat Velvet Plus in Pink Dusk. So pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I got it. And then I got 2 paints. I got Dragonfly Glaze in Violet Blue Green Shift. And so this is a top coat. It's just pretty. And then this one is Gold Red Violet Shift. And so those are just to go in my paint collection. They were having like a little sale. So I got those. And since they didn't have Baby Bear at Joann's, they were having a 50% off sale on like the Ashland Spring Collection. And, or not Ashland, Time and Place. And so I got this. And I got this. Aren't those so cute? The last thing that I'm going to open with you guys today. What happened to this box? Look at that. There's like all these holes in it. I don't really usually order from Premier because their threshold for free shipping is super, super high. And I have a lot of yarn stores near me. It's not necessary for me to order yarn online unless it's something that I like really need. I don't use Parfait Chunky. I would rather just use Velvet. If I'm gonna make a small plushie, I would rather just use Velvet. So I go between Velvet and like blanket yarn. So Velvet, blanket yarn. Like I don't really need that in between size of Parfait Chunky. Plus it's like inconsistent, the quality, so I really don't want to mess with that. But what I do like is the Just Chenille from Premier. I used to really like to get it at Dollar Tree. And so, just open that with a darning needle. On Leap Day, they had a sale where shipping was free if you ordered over $29. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll order some Just Chenille. I do have some up on my yarn shelf. I have the mint. I think that's called Aqua. I have the baby blue and I have the lavender. And I always intended to get more, but I just haven't, just because shipping is so expensive. And I ordered 4 that time and they went up in price. So it used to be $20 for one of the cones of the Just Chenille, and now it's $25 for the cone. So, like, that's a lot. So to get the free shipping, I need to order 4 of them. I think you might be able to get away with 3, but I think I ordered 4 at the time because I think they were 20 when I bought them. But this time I just got yellow and I got brown. So I'm trying to keep it to where like I can get colors that go together. So I had the mint and the green, or the mint and the aqua because I like to use those for dinosaurs. And then I had the blue and the lavender because I like to use those for elephants. So I got the yellow and the brown in case I decide to do bumblebees or even sunflowers. So I thought that was good. And so that's how I picked my colors. So the next colors I would get would be the baby pink and the like brighter pink. And that would be to make Kirby's because I really like making Kirby's out of just chenille. But yeah, that's it for the haul. Let me get back to making those calcifers.
Alright guys, so in the end, I ended up making 6 Totoros and 4 Calcifers. They came out amazing. I highly recommend this pattern. I took them to my Easter market and they did okay. I sold 1 Calcifer and 2 Totoros, and then I replenished my Totoros, took them to my anime festival, and the Totoros were a hit. I sold out within the first hour. Calcifers were a little bit slow, but they still did well overall.